At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Hope you have a good start to your Friday and to your Halloween. Temperatures right now are bone chilling. Take a look at this. We're looking at temperatures to start off your Friday morning in the 30s for a majority of the area. Some of us hanging out in the 40s, Senatobia, South Haven, Tunica, Northwest Mississippi in the 40s. The further east that you go, though, you're looking at 30s. 36 in Oxford, 37 in Bruce, 36 in Houston, 39 in New Albany, 36 up in Alcorn County. Yeah, it's a day you're going to want to get out early and start your car. Make sure you have the heat running. It is going to be chilly out the door this morning. Also some patchy frost, specifically in areas you see here that get into the middle 30s. That is likely. So we've been telling you to cover up your plants, and that is exactly why. Temperatures definitely much cooler this morning than they were yesterday morning. We're sitting anywhere between 5 up to 10 degrees cooler. So definitely chilly out there. And look at this, region wide, that cool air has made it to the southeast. So if you're traveling this morning, you're not escaping those cool conditions. 41 in Little Rock, 44 in Greenville, 41 down in Jackson as well, 41 in Hattiesburg. So again, cooler air has made it down there, 39 in Huntsville, 37 over in Birmingham, Alabama. So all of us across the southeast looking cool this morning. Lots of sunshine out there. Take a look over in Maben, Mississippi. See the cars getting out on the roadways this morning. Other than the cool conditions, I have nothing else in the weather department that should slow you down. We're looking at beautiful ongoing sunrises out there this morning across the board, no matter where you are. And again, I'm not tracking any clouds, so no obstruction to that view is the story. Here's another proof to that point over in Starkville, Mississippi, on the campus of Mississippi State. Nice conditions out there nonetheless, temperatures even in the 30s there. So kiddos headed off to school, going to need the coat out there this morning. Over your first 12 hours, we will see a nice warm up ahead. So temperatures into the 40s by 8 o'clock if you're not already there, 50s by 11, and then we're going to be in the 60s this afternoon, low to middle 60s with plentiful sunshine. So even though we're starting off so cold this morning, this afternoon will be pretty pleasant out there with temperatures yet again in the 60s and a lot of sunshine, a lot more sunshine even than we saw yesterday. Temperatures will drop back down near 50 as we head into the 8 o'clock hour. So if you are headed out trick-or-treating a little bit later, it's definitely coats over costumes for those kiddos. As we look ahead of what's going on, this is what's going on right now. Region-wide, high pressure in place, kind of controlling our weather pattern today, keeping us dry and clouds out of the forecast even. Let's put this into motion, though, because the story will change the further we get to the weekend. Into your Friday, good to go. So if you have any plans this afternoon, trick-or-treat forecast, those high school football games looking good to go. But watch as we head into the weekend. We watch our next system roll in. Clouds will be rolling in into your Saturday morning. Showers rolling in into the back half of the day. I'm thinking as we head into those later afternoon, early evening hours is when we really start to see that shower activity pick up, continuing overnight, and mainly going to be out of here by the time most of us wake up on your Sunday morning. I'm not talking about widespread heavy rainfall, but just some moderate showers pushing into play with that next system that kind of rolls in the area, making for some wet hours over our weekend. Coming up next, we'll take it more hour by hour when you can expect those showers to move in and out for your weekend. Of course, we have your high school football game of the week forecast. Matt and Gabe going to be down in Eupora for the Eupora versus East Webster game today. So we'll talk about that exact forecast, all of those details, and a look at your 7-day, of course, coming up next.
Harvey's Curbside to Go means you can experience quality anywhere. Call in and pick it up on your way home without leaving your car. No cooking, no cleaning, just dinner. Harvey's, a difference you can taste.
We've got plenty of them. You can see them in the background. 0% this month for finance. Got great cash offers. Come and check them out right here in Boonville at Murphy Brothers. Get your new Mahindra 4500 series from Mahindra today at Murphy Brothers.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, happy Friday out there to you. Happy Halloween as well as you're headed out on your Friday. We're looking at nothing to obstruct your drive time out there on our Mississippi Live radar this morning. I'm tracking nothing but clear conditions out the door. It is cold though, so that's the only thing that could slow you down this morning. Grab the coat as you're headed out the door. Take a look at this Aberdeen, beautiful view out there. Nothing but clear skies, but temperatures in the 30s. So that's the only thing that's going to be slowing you down this morning is just how cold it is. If you haven't stepped out the door, go and start your car beforehand because it's going to be a chilly drive to work this morning. But again, beautiful conditions out there, not even tracking a cloud in the sky across the board. Take a look at this over in Pontotoc, same story, different camera. Beautiful conditions out there, a little bit warmer, but still chilly out the door and definitely cooler than we were yesterday. As for your airport delays this morning, maybe you're catching a flight, got some Halloween weekend plans, Halloween as the cool kids say. As for your airport delays, not tracking any minor delays at best. So no moderate to major delays in all of those international airports across the United States. Good to go as you're headed out on those flights this morning. Let's talk about if you're sticking in North Mississippi. We will see a nice warm up today, middle 40s by 9, low 50s by 10. We'll be back in the upper 50s as we head into your 11 o'clock hour. So warming up is the good news out there for your Halloween. We will see conditions eventually get into the 60s. So nice afternoon ahead with lots of sunshine, temperatures in the middle to low 60s across the board. 65 in Water Valley, 65 in Grenada, 65 in Eupora, 64 in Amory, 61 up in Boonville. As for a high school game of the week presented by Casey Lott, as I said, we are going down to Eupora for the East Webster versus Eupora game. Big game down there, and we are going to be down there at it. As we head into your pregame, this forecast, take this with a grain of salt. I need to change it. The rain chances are incorrect, but just know it is going to be chilly out there for that game. We will see temperatures drop from near 60 down through the 50s, rounding out in the 40s by the time you're leaving those games. So you will need the coat if you're headed out to any high school game of the week, or if you're headed out trick-or-treating, still going to be chilly out there. The good news is I'm not tracking any rainfall. So now through noon, good to go, even into your afternoon and evening, good to go. As we head into the 10 o'clock hour and the overnight hours, that's when we start to see cloud cover roll back into the forecast. By your 6 o'clock hour, most of us on your Saturday morning going to be good to go. Not looking at rain really coming into the picture until the later afternoon. So noon and on, yeah, a few showers could try to creep in, but watch as we head later on, afternoon, evening. That's when we start to see a few more come into the mix. Heaviest downpours still in places like northeastern Arkansas, but that will continue to pick up later on in the evening. So what you need to know, if you got any plans for the back half of Saturday, we're looking at rain kind of on and off due to this system pushing in. Heaviest of rain won't be here until we head into those overnight hours. I think it'll sweep through and be out of here by the time most of us are waking up out there on your Sunday morning. This weekend ahead, temperatures still in the 60s out there for Saturday, only getting in the 50s for Sunday. So yet again, another cooler back half of the weekend, temperatures near the upper 50s out there for Sunday. So staying cool. And again, those small rain chances for the back half of your Saturday. After this rain chance, we look to dry back out. So take a look at this precipitation outlook going into our first week of November, looking to be below average for a good portion of the United States, from Denver, Albuquerque, New Mexico, reaching all the way into North Mississippi. So looking to be pretty dry after that weekend rain chance. If you need the rain, enjoy Saturday. Hope you get enough because the rest of our forecast is pretty dry. 60s out there for Saturday. We'll be back in the 50s for your Sunday. And then we start our warming trend. We'll be back in the 70s by the middle portion of your next work week. So if you haven't enjoyed these below average conditions, just hold out a few days. We'll be back into the 70s as we head into your next work week ahead. And again, sitting dry out there nonetheless. Make sure to stick in with us. We'll have one more live broadcast this morning at 7:30 where we'll go over your full weekend forecast. And of course, we'll look back at that forecast for Friday Night Football. All of that coming up at 7:30.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at NHTSA.gov/the right seat.